What up, everybody? Charlie B back in the building. Welcome to Bizarroville. Everybody, welcome. We about to do the reaction today on painting others one side of the crib. All right, now we gonna get it and we gonna go. And we gonna do it my way. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's proceed.
All right, y'all, it's going down. We're back on this painting project, and as y'all saw in the last video, we got a whole entire side of our house painted, and it looks amazing. And we're about to start. We still got the IAG homeschool crew. IAG homeschool crew, say what's up? What's up? Still got Vocational homeschool out here with us, and
he has to know this irks our nerves so bad to rub in our faces how these kids is not in class. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's proceed, man.
We're about to get started on this second side, and we're gonna see if we can get this side and also the further side done as well. But we'll see, because we really went hard to get this first front side done. It took.
Okay, you don't watch the show, Tim? Okay, take time out your day to explain exactly how long it took you to do this, because Charlie B came here and said it took you 3 days. Charlie B came here and said it took you 3 days. Now, you're going to come on here and I'm going to let you talk. But the way you talk and the way you're saying this, it's technically like it still took you 3 days because you didn't work the one day that I said you didn't. So you did work the one day. You took that day off and you said you worked, and then you did that other half a day the next day. Technically, you could come in here and technically lie and say it only took us 2 days. Y'all get what I'm saying now? Let's get it. Let's go. Let's proceed. Whole show alleged.
It was really a day and a half, I'll say. It could have been a good full day, but we worked like one part of the day. And we worked one half of one day and then a half of another day. So really 1 day to get that all painted. And we went super hard though. And so we're gonna kind of slow down a little bit.
Okay, so no jokey joke here. If you're gonna slow down a little bit, why couldn't the boys take the day off and go to school? That'd be a nice slow down day. Don't y'all think?
We'll see if we can get these two sides painted, but if not, we'll get this one side painted. And we're super excited about getting this whole entire house done. And it should look amazing when it's all done, because you can already tell, looking at this one side, how it's gonna look. And I know y'all enjoyed that process on the last video. So we're gonna stop talking right here and we're gonna get right to it and get all our paint supplies ready, get everything out so we can get this side painted.
All right, y'all, now stand strong. Walk over here like we are forced to be reckoned with. You know how we do. And don't be acting all corny when you get over here either. All right, now, let me grab this. Dad, yeah, am I gonna get to roll today? No, we gonna have your mama roll today because she ain't really been doing nothing. So this her turn. Tired of everybody depending on me to do everything. Y'all ain't really did nothing on this house, boys. Dad, we did a lot. You didn't clean up anything, Dad. We filled up that whole dumpster. What, if you call that work, I don't know what you call it. I'm gonna mix this up. Dad, you ain't even gonna shake it up today? For what? I shook it up yesterday. You know I don't want to get too tired. Dad, that just seems a little what? Go ahead and say it. I'll knock you over to Emma. Go ahead and say it, boy. Nothing. All right. Now, you stand there. Now get in front of your mama. Block her off, because we don't want nobody to see this baby bump allegedly. I don't know why. Tim Jr., where you go? Oh, shucks. Megan, move out the way a little bit. Turn to the side. Turn to the side. Yeah, okay. Girl, you almost gave us away. Now, grab that paint, bring it over here so don't nobody think you're pregnant. And, you know, because we wouldn't have you do that if you was. Ha ha. Got that? Yeah. Slick on them. Yeah, now, Tim, why you open up 2 colors? Because yesterday you opened up 2 colors and it didn't go as fast as you said it was gonna go. Okay, so where you get that from? I know you watched the show. Yeah, that opened up 1 color and go faster. Who said that mess? Megan, don't mess with me. Just go get the other paint and you bring it over here and sit it down and get your baby bump out the way, girl. I swear. Mix up this white paint. I should throw it on you. I swear, you don't get to moving when I say move. These boys is all in the way. The boys is not in your way right now, Tim. I ain't had nothing else to say. I couldn't get on you anymore. Dump this paint. Titus, Tim Jr., Noah. Yeah, Dad. What y'all would rather be doing? Whatever you say, Dad. We wouldn't want to be in school right now. That's right. My mans, my boys, let's go over here and get to work. And one thing I want everybody to notice.
All right, boys, so Titus and Noah, y'all know what to do down low, right? Go ahead and load your brush and make sure, let me see you. Make sure you remember. it's not loaded because it's always, you gotta really load it the first time. So you gotta do it a couple times. Get that paint to sink off in there.
Did y'all catch it? I'll wait. Why allegedly these boys ain't took a bath from yesterday? Huh? What? What, Charlie B? Oh, you ain't noticed the paint and stuff still on their face and their arms and stuff like that from yesterday? They haven't painted anything today yet. No jokey joke. So, when Tim sleeps in his clothes, do y'all make the boys sleep in their clothes too? I'll wait. No, I won't. Let me just say this. Them boys worked all day painting them lines on the front of that house, so it took all day. Will Tim work? And you had to stand out there. They stood out there in the sun all day sweating or whatever while Tim was working and Megan was filming, right? Okay, so was them boys dirty, sweaty, and needed to get in the tub? Allegedly, from what we see right here, with paint all on their face, paint on their arms, and it ain't just him. All of them have paint on them. And let me just point this out. When I showed a part of him painting that white on the side of the crib, let me just say, he just got to started painting, and he still got white dots over here on his arm from yesterday, allegedly. So is anybody washing they behind in this house? Let's get it, let's go, let's proceed. Bim, bim, bim. What? Yeah, if you have to rewind it back, why does the little man still have dirt and paint and stuff from yesterday on his face? Whole show allegedly.
Alright, should be ready. Same thing with you know. It's kind of the process that I taught you to load your brush, where you do it 4 times, just do that 3 times. Do that same process 3 times. Alright, y'all can get going, practice and load. You can skip that one, I get that one. So y'all can get started.
You ain't even have to rewind it. Were them boys dirty from yesterday? Yes or no? Is that healthy? Is that sanitary? Didn't y'all just come in here talking about ringworm and stuff in their hair? That's all I got to say about that. These boys are not taking baths allegedly when they supposed to. After a hard day of work and you raising men, first thing you do after you hit that door is you hit the tub, sir. Any real man will tell you that. You don't even sit down on your couch coming in from work, bro. Let's get it, let's go, let's proceed. I don't know how he works your career.
Go ahead. Y'all do y'all thing. Kim, come behind y'all. Are you too close? You can skip one if you're too close. Y'all kind of close.
Yeah.
You can skip one though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Tyler's jump around.
Okay, now these boys just started painting, right? Did you see the paint drippings on little man's arm? These kids ain't seen no part of no tub yesterday. Yes or no? Yes or no? Is that right? Is that right? And is it because y'all be having them out there so late that it be too late, y'all feel, for them to even take baths and stuff like that? Are y'all feeding them allegedly? My whole point is this. Y'all walking in the house, what? Y'all used to feeding them at 9, 10 o'clock anyway, making them eat and then just sending them straight to bed because y'all ain't got time and because y'all too tired? What is it? What is it? Because there is no way that you could come in here and explain to anybody why your boys don't deserve baths after you had them out there all day painting that house. Your house. Working like men for free. Bim, bim, bim. Now, let's step off the boys, because we're not really on the boys, we're on the parenting. Now we're on, what, hygiene and education? Is that where we're going, Peanut Gang? I'm putting this on everybody. Is it hygiene and education now that's falling by the wayside? For Tim and what he wants. Whole show alleged.
Good job, make them feel that. It's teamwork.
Charlie B, why you play big man? Didn't I tell you? He got paint on his arms too. You see all the paint and crust and everything around us. Did you even wash your hands yesterday, bro? Did you eat with them hands yesterday, bro? Gross. All I got to say. Whole show alleged. Nobody washes up in this house allegedly. Megan already said he sleeps in his clothes.
All right, y'all, we are hard at work. The boys are conquering this next side. We already have one side down, and so the boys are working on cutting in the little indentations, the strips in between the boards on our LP siding. And yeah, they are at it. And then Tim is working on the trim, which we don't have as much trim as we had on the front side. So that should go pretty quickly. And then he'll be able to work on cutting in up high, because we have Noah and Titus down low. Tim is able to do this mid-range section, and then Tim Senior will have to get anything up high along with doing the roller. So far we hadn't put anyone else on the roller, but hey, we'll see what happens because the boys are doing such good work.
Okay, do you see how many lines the boys already have painted? While Tim painted that one little part and was working on the window, right? How long could that have taken? 20, 30 minutes? Okay, can you explain to me why they couldn't have finished the rest of the house in 10 or 15 minutes, because there wasn't that much more to do, and took themselves back in there and did schooling? Because that's all the work they did all day today. But they stayed outside and did no homeschooling today at all, after they were done with these lines. Can y'all explain that to me? The only way you can explain it, yeah, Charlie B, we can, because Megan had to hold the camera and make it look good for Tim. She had to get the footage, which meant she couldn't leave little Benjamin in the house, which meant no homeschool today. Because the boys had about an hour worth of work out there, and they could have been back in class. Bim, bim, bim. Think about that one.
I get a little bit crazy out here.
Something else. It's something else, y'all. Okay, so
is it just me, or does this woman act so fake at times? Just my opinion, not putting this on y'all yet.
y'all can see, the boys have finished their job of cutting in those little strips, the indentations, and Tim is done. Tim Senior is done with all the trim. So now he has to tackle the up high cutting in part. He has to tackle the up high cutting in part here, above where the boys can reach, and y'all, the gable end section here as well.
Okay, now where do y'all see we at? The boys have nothing else to do out there. So why ain't they in school? There is no reason other than jump back. Content and filming and getting the right angle of Tim up there painting. The boys are sitting in the grass. The boys are running around. Little man, Benjamin's running around with a stick that at any given point, if he falls the wrong way, he can pierce his throat, anything. But nobody cares about this. No, nobody minds. But later on in the show, like I said, I'd like to tell you what happened before it happened. He gonna bust himself in the eye or something with this stick. It's gonna happen. Now, Tim, you just better be lucky that he didn't take his eye out, allegedly, with that stick, and you had to go to the hospital and explain that y'all wasn't paying no attention to this boy because y'all was getting content. Let's get it, let's go, let's proceed. Whole show alleged.
I want to get that all done before we can roll on paint. So that's what he's getting to next. So we're still at it. Day 2, like Tim Senior said, of paint. It's getting a little bit fun around here, a little bit crazy, but no, we are still having a blast. We're working together as a family, and that's what's most fun about it. Even Benjamin is around, wreaking havoc, running around, chasing his brothers around, or having his brothers chase him. And yeah, so it's a whole lot of fun to be doing this.
Did y'all catch it? I played all that, not for what she had to really say. Y'all see little Benjamin just doing his own thing? Tim then already called the other 3 boys off to do what he wanted to do to get the paint out their cups, right? Little Benjamin's over there. Nobody knows him beating the screen with that stick. I'm pretty sure Tim would have had something to say if he was paying attention. Megan talking about had the nerve to bring up Little Benjamin running around here. Oh, we can see him wreaking havoc. He's right behind you. We're paying attention and you're not. Whole show alleged. Further along in the video, I'd like to tell you what happens before it happens. When she steps back out to look at her amazing paint job, why is they letting Benjamin play in the paint?
As a family, and we will be able to say, like, we painted our house. If anyone walks up or, drives up and they're like, oh, wow, that's a nice paint job. Like, wow, who did that? We'll be able to say we did. A lot of hard work and a lot of effort has gone into us being able to do it ourselves.
I bet you don't bring up the fact that a lot of no schooling went into this too.
And y'all, it is just so much fun to invest the energy that God has given us, the skill, even though some of us, like me and the boys, are maybe at a lower skill level, but just to use what God has given us in order to create something.
Okay, no jokey joke here. Megan, that was a great analogy if you'd have used it towards something else. What if you use all your great skill and investment that you put towards whatever Tim wants to do into your boy's education? Bim, bim, bim. We don't see you doing that. We don't see you having no skill, no power, no strength you're getting from the Lord for education. But to paint that house, to put abundance in the Emma, and you're going to basically use a phrase because we're going to dwell, in the house of Tim's Lord forever? What are you trying to say? This sounds real bad.
We're going to live in and see every day. It's such a feeling of accomplishment and purpose that goes into doing what we know God has called us to do, and that we'll be able to use that and just dwell in it, every day, and remember what God has done and what he has given us the strength, ability, and energy to do. So
catch it? See what I mean? God gives them the strength and energy to do whatever they want to do when it comes to items, when it comes to they're worshiping something, when it comes to what Tim wants, Tim's toys, things like that. But when it comes to education, she's sit on here and told y'all she struggles with this. She sit on here and told y'all how she wanted the boys to go to school. Tim is the one that snatched them out, everybody. Okay? Megan was not ready for all this. And she has admitted it. Right? Right? We've all heard this, right? Okay, if she knows she's failing at it, and Tim, you know she's failing at it, why keep giving these boys the route to failure? If y'all can answer that, I'll leave you alone. If y'all could give a good statement on why we would lead these boys down a path of miseducation and know it's going to fail them, and it makes sense, I would have to leave you alone, because I would be the one needing to go sit on somebody's couch if I thought you made sense. Anything you said about education overriding anything else on that farm. Because the only thing them boys do is manual labor. Manual labor. If you spend as much time as y'all doing right now, because Jump, I'm going to tell you what happens before. They going to sit on here, he's going to ask her a question. What was the hardest part of this job? Well, I think it was putting the patio door in our bedroom, basically, right? She's going to have the nerve to sit on here and say they was out there past midnight and the boys was out there just running around too. How much sleep are the boys getting if they got to get up and do farm chores and stuff too? Now we're dealing with a whole nother set of everything else, aren't we, y'all? I'll wait.
It's been a lot of fun working together as a family. The crew is getting set back up to do all the cutting in so that we can be prepared then to roll. So we're at a really good pace, and I think we'll be able to accomplish our goals.
She just lied to y'all. The crew is sitting back up to get ready to finish cutting in. All the cutting in is done. Only thing y'all doing is filming Tim. Now we're gonna skip past all that and just get to some real good parts. And then we're going to get to the end, because I'm not going to make y'all watch him paint this whole thing. Let's go, let's proceed.
You ain't scared of no heights.
Saying like I have conquered my fear of heights. No, I haven't. I just love Jesus, and Jesus says He has not given us a spirit of fear. So that don't mean I'm not gonna be afraid, because I'm still scared. I'm still scared. Everybody does. Everybody gets to that point where your heart starts beating.
Yeah, you feel fear.
The pulse goes up. But it's like, the question is, what are you gonna do in that moment?
Now, I want to see if y'all can catch this. This is where Pastor Man sneak disses all the reaction channels. Basically, challenging them to a fight. Technically, if you listen to it, because it makes no sense. This is how he sneak disses everybody without actually coming at us and saying, where he could say, I actually never said nothing. Hope y'all catch it. Right? Hope y'all catch it. Now, Tim, go ahead and talk about knocking somebody out.
When your heart starts pumping, when your knees get a little bit weak, are you gonna fight or are you gonna flight? You know?
Yeah, I like that right there.
Fight or flight, Megan, you stupid. Why are you just acting like he just made that up? I like that right there.
Fight. I'm just gonna close my eyes and start swinging. and it's like, if you still there, you know, standing up, it's like, hey, you know, better man won that day. But if I open my eyes and you're on the ground, it's like, hey, you know, I just slayed Goliath for that day. But I'm not gonna let fear paralyze me, in other words.
I love
That's all you see.
Now, what did it close your eyes and get to swinging have to do with anything about ladders or anything like that? No, he's in his feelings and he wanted to throw a little bit off, and that was how he did it. Without everybody being like, oh, Tim mad. He's salty. Now, even take it out on your son. Tim Jr. bumped my ladder and I was even mad. Don't be taking it out on your kids because you're mad at us. Coach old lady.
I'm terrified of heights. I'm terrified of ladders. It's like I just got to fussing at Tim Jr. because he bumped my ladder. It's like I was on top of the ladder and he bumped it a little bit. I was like, what you doing, man? For real. So yeah, that's just.
So that's good though, because.
Yeah, Megan, now explain to your man to make up something kind of reasonable so your man's not mad at you, where you can make him feel like everything he just said was right.
You don't have to not feel fear to move forward, because so many times it's just paralyzing, you know. And so to say no, I'm not afraid. I'm just moving forward. So what you see, don't be fooled, you know.
Exactly. Don't take it for granted now. Jesus written all over this thing right
there. You go. Yeah. I love it. Such a testimony.
Don't take it for granted now. I got Jesus written all over it. So what you gonna do? Knock somebody out in the name of the Lord? Pastor Man!
Tim has just completed this gable end here at the top, and he's working on the bottom part of this trim, and he's also then going to work on cutting in the strips below the trim as well. So he actually painted all of this by hand, just because, you know, with the roller in that small space, you really can't get going as well. So it's just better to do it with a brush. So he was able to finish that up, and now we're headed to being able to cut in those strips. Once he gets the bottom of this trim done, then we will be ready to pick up the roller and roll on some more paint.
Tim, with that little trim brush you had, it took you about an hour and a half to cut that in up there. Why couldn't the boys be in school an hour and a half? Why did they have to sit out there in the grass, in the yard, and just watch you do this? Because that's your version of homeschooling, vocational homeschool. Let me just tell you something. You showing somebody you do the work is not actually giving them a skill. They're still just sitting in the dirt, not getting no education. Yes or no? Do y'all agree with me on this? I'm sorry if I'm beating education in the head, but maybe somebody on that farm will get it.
I just put my paintbrush down and put the paint down, and I got a surprise for everybody. I hadn't told anybody yet, but I got all that done. And as y'all can see, it's ready for the roller. It's time for us to roll. We're ready to roll, literally. And it's just that paint, because y'all know that we painted this side actually today, but on the last video, and we're really starting to see that really set in, and that looks beautiful. And our goal is to get both of these sides done so that we could like walk down the driveway and then walk back up and see how the house looks. But here's the surprise. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
I'm about to allow someone or Yeah, I can say it like that. I'm about to allow some.
Now, I played all of that just for this reason right here. When he first started talking, he was about to say, I'm about to allow somebody, right? But he had to think about it, so he changed it up, talking about I had to paint in front of the house and everything like that. He was still thinking about if he should say this. Then he even made the statement, well, I'm about to, yeah, I can say that. I'm about to allow. You're about to allow your wife to paint her home. If your wife wanted to throw the white bucket of paint up against the side of that gray that you chose, that you think looks so pretty on the front, it's her house. There could have been nothing you could have really done. You could have been mad, but you couldn't have done anything. It's her home. So how can you allow Megan to do anything? We're here now. Megan gets allowed to do things in her own house. So is it that Megan doesn't have a car? Is she not allowed to have a car? It's not Megan doesn't have nice clothing and stuff like that. Is Megan not allowed to have nice clothing? Let's jump to the boys. Are the boys not allowed to have anything but hand-me-downs? Or are the boys not allowed to have nice things? But you wear Carhartt. Drive bad boy tractors. Got Rooster, which I call a Cornish hen, and another truck. Megan doesn't have a tricycle. Let's get it, let's go, let's proceed.
Someone who has not painted anything on the house yet. Well, she touched up. I said she touched up some spots here and there. But I'm about to allow Megan. She begged me to paint on this side right here. She said she's not gonna mess it up.
No jokey joke right here. Number one, what man that loves his woman allows his woman to do anything? Number two, what man that loves his woman has her beg for anything? Beep, beep, beep. Megan had to beg you to paint her house. And let me just say this. We really don't believe that. But we really believe Megan's dumb enough to stand there and let you make that statement knowing she didn't even say it. Whole short legend.
So we're going to see. And we're going to let her paint with the roller. Can y'all believe it? You going to be able to handle it, Mama?
I am going to be able to.
She's celebrating and picking up kids like she just won the World Series or something. Why is she so happy that this man is giving her some leeway so he don't have to work? If she rolls it, he don't have to work today. All he did was cut in that white trim and paint the gable, right? Tim's done for the whole day, right? And he's tired. Trust me. Whole show legend.
Handle it.
The whole side.
I can do it.
Everything.
Everything.
All of it.
All of it.
All right,
I'm ready.
We're going
Busted. You just did to me. Y'all just did to Charlie B. When I go off like all day, by myself, in the building, all y'all left out was by myself. Yes or no? I'm putting this on everybody. You steal from everybody, bro.
Let's do it.
We have been waiting for this moment.
Your whole life, huh? To work a roller and paint your house. Everybody needs to get, at least one side.
Right, something substantial.
Exactly. So
did y'all catch it? In him talking and rambling, everybody need to at least get one side in. One side of painting in. What does that mean? Sooner or later, does that mean he's going to have the boys roll in this too? He ain't want to do nothing. Tim is trying to figure out how to get everybody to be like, Tim's going to say, I did the front basically. Your mama did the side. Now y'all going to have to do the side and the back because daddy tired. Allegedly, is that what y'all just heard? Because I'm not putting it on y'all yet. I'm going to take this one because I just heard, everybody need to get a side in out of his own daggone mouth. Yes or no? So what does that mean? No more rolling for Tim. Least painting for Tim as he can do. I'm going to trim these windows out and y'all better hit it. Hit it, chick.
I'll be able to say I painted this side right here.
Oh yeah.
And this literally,
I'm ready.
This is iconic, like monumental though, because this is the corner right here that you stood at.
It sure is.
When we were having the conversation.
This is so special.
We had the conversation about should we replace the siding or not, and then.
How fake was this? Sure did. Y'all believe that? Y'all believe that? No, so we're not going to listen to any more of it. All right? So let's just get to basically the end of this because it's nothing other than filth, filth. But I'm going to let her explain the breakdown of this door and everything, oh, we're not going to let that go. No. So that's what we're headed to now. The hardest part of this job while Megan's painting this. But before we get there, I want to ask y'all woman a question. After you had to beg your man to paint the crib, if he's going to stand over your shoulder and tell you how to do it, what to do, you messed up here, come back. I would have just threw the thing on the floor and said, you do it yourself. And I would walk my kids in there. Let's go homeschool, y'all. Yes or no?
Alright, looks like we got this tray filled up. Take it over to the...
What I did is I had Tim kind of carry that tray. That way you can just get your rollers and he'll, you know, meet them over there.
Alright.
Oh, gotta retract. We were all wrong. Did y'all catch it? Y'all catch it? Oh, the boys had to stay out there all day because when Tim needed more paint, he had to have Tim Jr. carry it. Did y'all catch it? What I did was have Tim Jr. carry it. That's all he did out there once them lines was painted. Had them boys go to school, man. And quit being so lazy.
Stay out the trim.
There's a new day to wash away pain.
Yep, Ladybug's getting you already there. You don't know what it is about pain. Yeah, see, I told you. So you can't do that at the top of a ladder, man. And it's like they really love attacking when you get to the top of the ladder. All right, mama, you moved on too fast. You got to bump in this spot right there. You got to go up, down, up, down, up, down, like over and over until you get all them spots. But you're doing good. Just move on a little bit too fast. And then apply your pressure even. Because you see how you got a big old line of paint right there? Let me get that off there. Okay. Hang on, back to that first one. There you go.
If you try to put some
There you go. So it's not like a just one way going down. It's like more like this. You're looking for that motion.
Jump back. This is for the ladies. At what point would you just throw that down and grab your kids and went in the house? I'm just asking. I don't know. I'm not a woman. I don't know. I'm asking y'all. That's my puzzle piece for the night. Please answer it.
We completely transformed this whole area, this whole house, and literally we have a brand new mobile home now. And we were able to do it debt-free.
We were able to do it debt-free. No, debt-free means you're owning the money. You were able to do it off of the subscribers donating you things. Let me just tell you this. If a subscriber donates you a $150 coffee maker, that means you don't have to buy that. You keep that $150 in your pocket. So when everything they sent you in your kitchen, everything they sent you for your house, everything like that, you got to keep that money in your pocket. So that's technically not debt free. Okay, you got on here and you begged. You begged for years. That's technically not debt free. That is begging. Okay, so technically you have what you have off of people giving you things, off of people watching your little show. Right? Because we all know you haven't worked for none of this. Technically. Right? Okay. So when you say you do this and y'all done this debt free, where'd the money come from? Where'd the money come from? Because money has to come from somewhere for you to buy all this stuff from. So how are you debt free if you're begging for it, you're robbing for it, and you're stealing for it? Is that debt free or are you just a scammer? Okay. That's number one. Number two, you sit on here, you talk about financial literacy and everything like that. You come on here and talk about how you got big bread now. Remember that, y'all? They locked in. They got all this stuff set up. They got retirement funds. They got everything for when they turn 65 and everything. Remember he said all this? But now he's going to tell you that, well, we probably couldn't even afford to not be debt free if we wouldn't bought a $150,000 mobile home. He's about to tell you, if we used to go buy a $150,000 mobile home, we probably couldn't do that debt free. Where's all your abundance you've been talking about? Now, what did I tell y'all 2 months ago when he was talking all this financial, everything like they had bread? I told y'all, in 2 or 3 months, he gonna act like he broke again to get the money to start flowing back again. What is he doing right now? He just basically sit on here and told y'all, we ain't got $150,000 to go spend cash on that. But he just told y'all 2 weeks ago, I can afford to live in $1 million home. Yeah, it's feasible. With the money we make, yeah. Now he's telling you he's broke again? Bim. What? Charlie be on one. Did I tell you he goes up and down and he was going to tell you in a couple months, we ain't got it no more.
Because if we bought a mobile home off the lot, we probably wouldn't have been able to do it debt free. And if we did save up, $150,000 to buy a brand new mobile home off the mobile home lot, we probably would have been better off saving up a little bit more and then just building a house. And so doing it this way, with a low initial input and investment, and then a little bit over time, fixing this and fixing that and fixing that, and then in the end, we come out with this beautiful, beautiful, brand new, amazing mobile home. It's just, it's priceless.
Now, no jokey joke right here. Since we all know he said it out of his own mouth, they can afford to live in $1 million home. How can he come on here now and tell you they basically can't afford to live in a $150,000 trailer? Who's lying to who, and for how long, and for what reason is he lying? Money? Is it working? Yeah. Do we put this on everybody? See why and how? No. No. Negative, Skeletor, as He-Man would say. Come on, man. What is going on here? Y'all get it. Peanut Gang get it. Because we done already realized that the BTN members lost cause.
Of who I should be, heart between.
Yeah, just look at that. That's amazing. Look at it. I'm talking about like the best looking mobile home I've ever seen in my life. And I think the best looking mobile home I'm ever going to see. Usually, when they make mobile homes, they don't make them where you can paint them. And so that just changes the game. And
Now, number one, do y'all really believe he thinks that's the best mobile home he's ever seen in his life? That has to be a habitual lie. Number two, most mobile homes, you can't paint them and do stuff like this because they would weigh too much and fall apart going down the road. What? That's why, Tim. So while you sit on here and try to justify now that, it's better because you could paint it and change the color. They make metal, you could have painted that metal. They make paint for metal that would have stuck to that metal. So you don't have to be on here like, well, now we can paint it. That's a lie. You could have painted the metal. That's what y'all was going to do in the first place. Y'all remember that? Come on, man.
Let's say this is your favorite part, or this is probably the most fulfilling part, but what was the hardest part then? Let's talk about that.
Patio.
Damn, bud. You whacked yourself with your own stick? You whacked yourself with your stick. It's alright, bud. It's alright, bud. You whacked yourself. You gotta be more careful with your toes. Alright. You okay? I think you're alright. You alright? You good, bud? Alright, bud. Get on back. Get on back. I pick you up. You wanna go? Hey, you good, man?
Now, I played all that for the reaction channels to get our P's. Because if we hadn't been doing our thing out here, as usual, he'd have let Megan get him, he'd have kept filming and talked over him. But now, Tim wants to act like he's a good father, rub him down and things like that. For the reaction channels. Here's where you went wrong, sir. Did you hear the part in there? Did y'all catch it when he said, basically had to pick him up like, you gonna let me record? That's the main focus in your life, ain't it? Because that's how you get your what? Money! Right? So since we all know this, and you just sprung that on a little man that don't even understand what you had the nerve to say. That's why when you picked him up, he busted you in the face with a stick because you deserved it.
All right. Whoa, he whacked him out here. You can't be stabbing folks in the head with a stick.
You did all that to just hit.
It's like he did all that to whack me upside the head with a stick next. All right, back to my.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Benjamin gonna make you see what he's saying.
See how I feel, son.
So we talked about the most what did we say? I don't even know what
hardest part.
The hardest,
patio door.
Oh yeah.
Hardest thing I've ever done. I still feel it in my arm, in the middle of my shoulder blade.
And they didn't even see most of that because it was dark.
It was at night, and like having to like lift that door, that was like super hard. I didn't think I could do it. I was just like, okay, Jesus, like I'm here in the gap. You know,
I didn't think I could do it either.
Ain't nobody else do it.
It seemed impossible. I think we did something that was impossible.
It did.
It shouldn't have been.
It seemed like it was impossible. It did. It did. Okay, ask anybody. One man could put a patio door in if he know what he's doing. I've done it. One man could put a patio door in. So all this impossible and amazing and everything that they talking about doing, no. And let me just say this. Work smarter, not harder. You'd have been had the door in if you just went and got the tractor from the door and had the tractor hold it up like you did at the end of it at 12 o'clock at night when your kids was running around and should have been in bed. Jump back.
Impossible to install that thing.
It really did.
With just us.
Impossible. And I was like, there is no way we can do this. But you were so sure. You're like, let's try it again. And I was just like, okay, Lord, I'm here. Use me. You know, like I'm in the gap. And it's like the Holy Spirit came in because it's like every time we would come to like this block of we couldn't get it. And you were like, we're going to figure out something. And I was like, okay, we will. And I'm thinking in my mind all types of straight thoughts, but I'm like, okay, we're going to figure this out some type of way. So we just kind of like kept at it. And finally we were able to, like, we got the tractor.
It was about 12 o'clock at night, but
you know, so that was super hard. Boys were running around, like, encouraging us and, you know, staying out of the way. So,
yeah. Did y'all catch it? The ending of what she just said. You are so lonely out there, Megan. You just had the nerve to say your boys was giving y'all encouragement. You need some friends bad. You need some friends bad. You let your boys stay up till after midnight to watch y'all put a door in because they was just cheering you on and y'all needed to hear that. Giving you encouragement and staying out the way. Why couldn't they been getting some rest and being in the bed? It wasn't like y'all was actually out there just banging and banging and banging all night. No. Why was they even up? You leave them in the house any other time, especially little Benjamin. Why were they up running around at midnight? I don't know, y'all don't either. But did they just say that? And Tim, you're editing master. You call CPS on yourself, sir.
Boys, what y'all think?
Amazing.
You think Mama doing a good job, Payne?
Amazing job.
Looks good, huh?
Yep.
Mom doing a good job, Tim?
Mm-hmm.
Are you impressed? Did you think she could do it?
I thought you can do it. I'm impressed too.
Yeah. Benjamin, stop tagging folks. Noah, what about you? What do you think about Mama's paint job? She doing good?
Amazing.
Say pass out. He passed out too hard. He trying to act like Tyler hit his head. Yeah, exactly.
Now, do you see what I'm saying about even with the food? Jump back. I did a show where I was like, you even throw the camera in their face and be like, is it good? Is it good? Why do you make these kids, put these kids in a situation where they have to lie? Or they can't even tell their own truth because they know you're going to get mad. So they only know the word that you really want them to hear. Because like you said, I always used to tell them, if they don't know what to say, just say good. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember he said that? Out of his own mouth, he said this. If I'm lying, Tim, sue me. My whole point is, you told your boys to say good, good, and amazing. Everything's good or amazing. Or it's nothing else. Nothing is ever okay. Nothing's ever, well, I ain't think she could do it. No, because they don't have their own opinions. They have their opinions to make daddy happy, not, it's off, daddy, because we don't want to have to deal with that after the camera go off, because daddy already tell everybody, oh, I bumped his ladder, he went off on me. Why do you even have to tell everybody that? Like, why does he have to tell everybody he always go off on me? He don't say, well, so-and-so get in trouble, it's Tim Jr. get whoopings, Tim Jr. do this. Why he always got to throw me under the bus? You throw your son under the bus. Boom, boom, boom. Did y'all catch that one? He always do it. Right? So my whole point is this. This man has no logic of how to raise a family successfully. Because he wants to dictate. It's a dictatorship out there. Yes or no? Does Megan have anything? No. Do the boys really have anything? No. Does Tim get whatever he wants? Everything goes Tim's way according to Tim's plan and what Tim says? Yes. Is that a dictatorship, yes or no? Who's allowed out there on his property? I'll wait. I'll wait. He's the only person I know that has a gate with a lock on it. No fence. You could just walk around the gate, but people still respect it enough not to even try to mess with this man because, for what? Think about that one. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all be like, yeah, he locked the gate. He ain't got no fence. Just walk around it. You feel what I'm saying? But no, everybody know he's so messed up in the head. Don't nobody even want to deal with him allegedly. Whole show. What do y'all think? Little puzzle piece for tonight.
Last swipe. Right there. Got it. You did it, mama.
I did it.
You painted the whole side of the house by yourself. There you go. You can breathe now.
Adrenaline rush.
Exactly. Yeah.
You did it. I did it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't hardly believe it.
Yep.
Woo!
Now you can step back and look
I
at it.
have to because it looks good. I know.
Mm-hmm.
I have to step back.
You gotta come on out to about where this camera stand is.
I don't want to look. I don't want to turn around until I get, far back. I want to soak it all in at one time.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Here it goes.
Ready. That's awesome. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Man, that front side is literally shining. It's glistening in the sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all.
What's wrong, editing master? She didn't go off as much as you thought she was going to, so you just had to cut her to the end. She was just so excited. You thought she was about to go ham, didn't you? Now let's finish this up and get to the cut to the end of this, y'all.
This has been so fulfilling and so amazing, and just to stand here at this corner and to have this house painted after every single part of the process that we've been through, to ripping off the tin initially, OSB, tin replacing rotten wood that we discovered, house wrapping, because after a long day of putting
Megan, quit reaching for your ponytail. It's still there. It ain't fell off. Just keep talking so we can get over with this.
up OSB, Tim would have me help with the house wrapping, and that process was, this has been months in the making.
No. It's been months in the faking because we already realized it only took Tim about 2 weeks to put all that stuff up, and he made everybody watch it for almost 2.5 months. Months in the faking, not making. Let's get it. Let's go.
And now to be at the point where we can finally, after we put up the LP siding and the trim, we have brand new windows, a new back door, new porch lights, and I'm just in awe.
That's it. I can't take no more, y'all, because I'm in awe that these boys have no education, but they can pump up everything else on that farm to make it seem like they have the perfect family and everybody's united and everything's going good. This is exactly the way God wants it, and you can't tell them anything because they know for a fact this is what God has approved. Do y'all believe this? Is this, the more this show gets broken down, the more this show looks like, what? Yes, it does. I don't know what else to say. Love y'all. Y'all be easy. Charlie be out. See y'all later.